Hello and welcome to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer and I'm back to do another love reading for the month of June and for the sign of Scorpio. I welcome every single person that subscribes, that comes across my channel. I am a new channel, and so I welcome everybody and I thank everybody. I am deeply grateful for your presence. I also want to thank those people who've left me beautiful, beautiful reviews on my Facebook page, Sage and Stone Tarot. Again, this is a love reading, a general love reading for the month of June for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. Cross watchers are welcome. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, and what that means is that I read the energy of the cards, I sense energy, and I mix the traditional tarot within the cards. So at times I can channel messages, song lyrics, images, words, phrases, anything that I feel called to by my guides, and reading the energy of the cards while mixing in with the tarot. And so how it is that I begin, I start off with crowning energies from my Moonology oracle card deck. So I shuffled and pulled three main energies or three energies, and then pull a card from the bottom of the deck, which is like the main message, main energy, crowning you at this moment in time. But please remember that energy ebbs and flows, it moves, it shifts, it changes. So take what messages resonate, throw out the rest. And because this is a general love reading, not every message will resonate with you. And that's okay. Or I just might not be the reader for you, and that's okay too. So let's get started. So Scorpio, for the month of June, the very first message. Now I know the last full moon was in Scorpio, in your sign, and the new moon is on June 3rd. It is tomorrow. But the very first card to come up, message to come up, is the new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. So you're doing some soul work, you are doing some shadow work, you are working through some deep-seated fears. A situation has you feeling insecure. I'm being told insecure and sad. But this new moon in Scorpio, new moon energy is, it's all about, new opportunities, new intentions. What are your intentions? So as you work through these fears that have cropped up recently, and this could be a situation in your most recent past or presently going on right now, or will be coming up in the month of June. But this is, you're working through your fears. You're working through some unconscious, subconscious fears, maybe fears that you thought were healed but have cropped up again. So you're working through. So the next message is from the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. So I'm going to read this with the other message, which is a full moon message. Surrender to the divine. So the energy is gaining momentum, surrendering to the divine. So what I'm feeling is that these fears that you are working through, or these fears that have cropped up within you, the energy around you is speeding up. It is gaining momentum. And what I'm feeling, and exactly what this full moon message is to surrender to the divine. Connect to your higher self, connect to spirit, universe, source, God, whatever and whomever you resonate with. Surrender these fears, And the other message that I'm picking up, the energy is gaining momentum, is that I feel that you could be feeling some anxiety about this, which brings me to the next message, which is a full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. I have gotten this card. Well, first of all, the work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio message. I have gotten this card in almost all of the readings that I've done with the other signs. So this full moon in Scorpio, that was on May 19th, this energy really has lingered. It has really forced us to look inside within us, to end certain old cycles, old patterns of behavior, all people, places, and things that bring us down so we can open ourselves to new opportunities. So it is, the full moon is asking you to surrender. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So this message is from the full moon in Cancer, and Cancer, I feel that this personal issue is in relation to a relationship, and it is deeply, you could be dealing with another Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with a Cancer. It doesn't have to be. But this is deeply personal, very personal. Something that you have been grappling with, something that you've been having a hard time with. And so the full moon is asking you to surrender. This personal issue can only be resolved if you surrender. Surrender and let go of outcomes. Surrender and let go of outcomes of the how, expectations. And so and the reason being is that this has to do, this is a love reading, so this has to do with a relationship. And the reason why I say that is the first card to come up is the Lover's card. So this has to do with an important relationship to you. A relationship based on the other cards, which I will get more into, has come. There's been a lot of animosity and conflict, arguing, bickering, sadness. The next two cards, so I had asked the tarot to explain. I wanted some more clarifying messages. So what it is that I received was the Five of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So as I get further into the tarot, it will come out that two things. First, the Five of Swords. There's been shady, deceptive behavior. I feel that there's been an element of codependency. Codependent behaviors, putting your value and your worth into somebody else's hands. This could either be this could be your person, Scorpio, or this could be you yourself. But this situation, this shady, deceptive behavior, this person, your person, or yourself, thinks that they are getting away with this shady, deceptive behavior, which also, intertwined with this, is some codependent behaviors. It has been leaving you very low. Your energy is low. I'm feeling that there is a definite sadness. So this has put you in the Hanged Man position. This has having you take a step back away from the daily grind. This has also having you look at what fears that you're working through. It is also having you reflect on self-sacrifice, how much you have sacrificed in this relationship, how much you are willing to continue to sacrifice, as well as what you will no longer sacrifice. The thing is that this person, your person, or you, this shady, deceptive behavior is very well known. This is very well known. It's not being, it's not, it's out in the open. And this is where the energy is gaining momentum. This situation needs to be surrendered. And you are taking the Hanged Man approach in the situation. See the next card to come up. And before I finish, this speaks of possible third-party scenario. And the reason why I say this is the other cards that came up. I will go further. The Seven of Wands. This has you feeling very defensive. This has put you in a place where you are feeling very defensive. I have some very close family members that are Scorpios, and when they start to feel very defensive, they will, when they strike fast and they strike hard. I mean, they sting. So I'm sensing that this situation has you feeling back into a corner, feeling very defensive, but at the same time, Five of Cups, very saddened by this whole thing, feeling very saddened, and really Temperance card, really trying to not only balance out the situation, but balance out your emotions. This is about tempering and balancing. This card, the Temperance card, also in the major arcana, the Temperance card sits in between the Death card and the Tower. So the way this is positioned, with the Death card, it comes change. With the Temperance card comes peace and balance. And then with the Tower card didn't come out here, but that also means chaos. So what I feel is that you have been truly trying to temper and balance the chaos, the shady behavior that has been going on, the conflict, the animosity, the bickering. I just sense that there's just, this situation there's just a lot of conflict. You feel conflicted internally. There's an internal conflict as well, because this is a relationship that has been very important to you, but it has really caused you to take a step back, working through your fears, trying to balance things out. And again, the full moon is surrender expectations, surrender this conflict, surrender to the divine. The next card to come up is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, this represents celebration, normally represents celebration, happiness, harmony. The Four of Wands also represents foundation and stability. And you haven't been feeling, this foundation, the foundation of this relationship it's not harmonious. You're not feeling stable in this scenario. You're not feeling, I wanted to get some more information. And in some instances, in some readings, this is also considered the twin flame 1111 card, because of the wands, making the 1111. But in this reading, how it is that I am intuiting it and how it is that I'm feeling is that your foundation and your stability within this relationship has been shaken. And the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles. There's a third party situation. First of all, this here, given these three cards to have come out, there hasn't been any cooperation. Three of Pentacles speaks of collaboration and cooperation with another. But given the overall feeling that I get is that this is a third party situation which has created instability within your home, and it isn't the Queen of Pentacles. There's another party involved that has left you out in the cold, or feeling left out in the cold. You are feeling left out in the cold. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Either you, Scorpio, or your person has been juggling two different people. You and another person, you and another party. Three of Pentacles. So this is, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles. I mean, these are all Pentacle cards, so I'm sensing that this could be, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but I'm sensing this is an earth energy. That's why I mentioned it. But this has had you feeling. So the Hermit card came up as well. So along with the Hanged Man, this situation has had you feeling left out in the cold. And so what you have done is you've pretty much, I feel that you have isolated yourself. You have literally stepped back. You have literally have stepped back, isolated yourself, because you need time to really, really think about what it is that your next move is going to be, because the energy is gaining momentum, and this is the personal issue that needs a resolution, that is reaching a resolution. And being that it's the full moon in Cancer, this is something that is very emotional, and you are feeling very hurt. So the next card to come out is the Page of Swords. There has been a truth that has come to light. This is a messenger of truth. This is a messenger of truth, a message of truth that necessarily doesn't come to you in the most mature way. It could be something that you might have found off of social media, for example, but this is a message of truth. And once this has come to light, you have taken the energy of the Queen of Swords. This could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. But you are now in the energy of the Queen of Swords. You have had enough. You have had enough, and you are now balancing your emotion with logic. You are now stepping forward and asserting yourself like the Scorpio you are. And you state what you will and will not tolerate anymore. You erect very strict boundaries. You just will no longer take any shit. You're tired of it. You're tired of the bullshit. The Devil card comes up, and again, this goes back to in the very beginning. Let me go back to my cards. The Queen of Cups. I mentioned in the beginning of this reading that the Queen of Cups, this speaks of, there could be the devil. The devil it speaks of all of those devil-type behaviors that keep us chained, that keep us bound, that hold us down, that we can't move forward. And it could be anything from drug addiction, alcoholism, codependency. And this is what it is that I'm feeling, that there's a lot of codependency, there's a lot of codependent type behaviors, lower vibrational behaviors, thought forms, belief systems that you no longer are tolerating, because the next cards to come up is the King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Cups. And this is how this has come up for you. So I'm sorry if my camera is going out of focus. So the Queen of Swords is facing the King of Wands. Oh, you could be dealing with a fire sign, doesn't have to be. But the Queen of Swords is facing the King of Wands with the Devil card in between. So this King of Wands is the one, I feel, is the one that has the devil type behaviors, that the shady, deceptive behavior, the animosity. This is the King of Wands. Eight of Cups, you are walking away. You are walking away from the situation that has hurt your heart, that you no longer can deal with. Six of Swords, you're moving away to calmer waters. You are walking away because the Emperor, you need more structure, and you need things have felt so out of control for so long that you need the structure. You need the control back in your life, because Ten of Cups reversed. I do not normally read reversals unless I am guided to do so. But there's disharmony in the situation, disharmony in your heart. This is not your happily ever after. And this is what you are walking away from. This is what you are moving to calmer waters, because there has been you have felt so out of control. Ten of Cups reversed. Disharmony. This is not your happy home, happy life. Five of Wands. There's so much animosity. There's so much conflict that you no longer. So you've had to work really hard, Scorpio, to work through your fears. To work through your fears. And you have taken the stance where you no longer can deal with this. And so you're surrendering all of this. You're surrendering all of this to the divine. The only way to find resolution for this personal issue is to surrender, is to let go, is to connect to Source, to connect to your higher self, to take the Hanged Man approach and the Hermit, go into Hermit mode, because this shady, deceptive behavior can no longer go on. You deserve better. You deserve to be honored. You deserve to have respect. You deserve to be loved. You do not deserve shady, deceptive behavior. And I also feel that this is a relationship that has meant a lot to you. And I feel that this is a relationship that isn't new. This is a relationship that this is an established relationship, and something that you have tried to work on over and over and over again without getting any results. And what that speaks of here is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, in order for the Wheel of Fortune to turn in your favor, the universe, spirit, needs to know that an old cycle has ended for a new cycle to begin. And to get off of the hamster wheel, to get out of the hamster wheel, if you feel in this relationship that you have been in a hamster wheel, that, the same things keep coming up, the same patterns keep coming up over and over and over again, and you're expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity. And it's time to close this cycle out so the wheel can turn, for you to open up to a brand new life cycle. This has been going on for a really long time. And you deserve peace. You deserve peace in your heart. You deserve peace in your soul. This isn't a reading that I've enjoyed doing, but I feel, Scorpio, that you deserve to be honored. You deserve to be respected. You deserve love. And you deserve the kind of love to be reciprocated back to you, the love that you feel in your heart. And Scorpios do feel very passionately and very deeply, and you deserve to have that reciprocated back to you. So until next time, if you resonated with this message, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for when I upload new videos. And until next time, I wish you much love and much peace.